Hello, and welcome to The King is Watching. So we're going to get on with our next attempt. So this will unlock the new area. So we'll be able to go from the village to the graveyard, which obviously requires beating the village at threat level 3, which is what we'll be doing today. We are going to be taking Gustav, Branimir, Fancybeard, Jester and Phoenix. And we'll be getting started. In fact, are there any... because we unlocked a few. We could get 5 trees and wheat fields. It might be better than the Wheels of Fortune. Spell production, not that big of a deal. Choose 3 spells at the start. Now, Golem might be worth taking instead of maybe the Jester. But for now we might go with... Automaton. I think we'll... yeah. Let's go and put... where is he? There we go. And we'll make a start. And this time we've got... for 30 gold we can get 90 resources of our choice, which is kind of huge. So we'll try and give that a go right away. We're going to be against Megara. Enemy move speed is increased by 50%. Ooh. Okay. So there's modifiers on the bosses now. So this is like the training wheels are no longer on. This is going to be a proper fight. I think we want to go for the money here. And we're going to... oh. Yeah, so there's this debris. Right, so this is like... yeah, this is on hard mode now. So swamps cost that. We need clay and iron ore to be able to move the rocks. Right. Interesting. That gets in the way of some of my placements, doesn't it? Right. We'll put 2 wells here. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't require those. It will give us that when we clear it, because you can see the little timer going down. So actually, these are just little resource caches. That's not bad. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll get rid of that. Lovely. Then we'll clear these out, and we'll put a field here. In fact, we want a field here now to get some grain, because we are going to be facing a bandit. It's going to be a thing. Mind you, we can summon some peasants to get us started, so we'll do that. There we go. One of those tiles is slower, but it's fine. Right. Our levy barracks will be... hunters are really good. It's been a while since we've had skeletons though. And they could produce like... we could get that bone meal upgrade so they produce flour, and then we could... well, at the very least we could sell it. But hunters are really good. I think like of all the units you can get early game, they are probably amongst, if not straight up, the best. We'll go for the denarii obviously here, and the basic production, and we'll get some more here, and then we're going to go, oh, obviously building upgrades. Building upgrades are kind of massive, so we'll be getting all of those. We'll get the permanent morale bonus from the Necronomicon book. And these will all be done shortly. Right, excellent stuff. We've got enough to build these, haven't we? Yeah, easily we've got enough. So we'll get started with this. I'll put the market down. We'll set it to trade in wheat, I guess. Oh, this could be a problem. There's plenty of them and not many of us. We're going to summon 3 more guys. They get fixated on the door, so we just stab them in the back, and we win. Hunters. Increase capacity by 2 or give them poison. We'll go for capacity at the moment since it's early game, but I intend to get all the upgrades on those. We're probably going to... If we're given the opportunity to get more hunters at this point, we're going to take more hunters. Speaking of, we need a bit of wheat and a bit of wood to build the hunting hut. Right. When we get some crystals, we'll put them down next to this magic school. I still haven't got enough quite yet. There we go. We'll send to barracks. Little army prepared. Out, we're losing a bit of health, and send the peasants out. There we go. And get more iron mines, and yeah, there's the poison upgrade. So we're going to need a ton of wood and a ton of wheat if we want to fully get like his unit cap up, get his gaze increased. So let's do that now. Right, we can increase our gaze. Wow, we can nearly do it again. We'll go down here. Start on this. Ooh. Right. There's production. We're gonna go for gold. Yes. Advanced. Ooh. I mean, I'm tempted to do carpentry, but we would need a forge. A winery is good. It's just straight up good. As is an animal farm. But we'll go with the winery. So now, if we get some vineyards and things, we can get our wine stocks up to give us a nice damage boost. This is going to need wheat. And we should be able to handle those. Right, the trader, what have we got? We've got 80 denarii, so resources are produced faster, bosses are damaged for 10% of their max HP, pretty good. Or reroll is free. The first reroll is free on rewards. Ooh. I'm gonna go voodoo beads, because that means we can get some better stuff down the line. So if that allows us to get something that's better later on, then it's been a good investment. Right, and we need to, let's get our army ready, send them out. We'll clear out the rest of all this debris. We need some grape bushes and maybe even some crystals at the moment, so we can get the winery and this magic school going. And yeah, the hunters absolutely destroy them. Artifact. We'll go for Broken Penny. The first ability cooldown isn't bad. Like, the cooldowns aren't bad now because we've got, we actually have all of our abilities finally. Out of these, I think Swordsman Barracks. So we've got some better frontliners than our peasants. and they're also classified as warriors. So any warrior things we get will benefit both the hunters and the swordsmen. We're going to go great bushes here because we want to get that winery set up, and I'm still going to go gold mine here, and then we're going to get some denarii, more denarii. Oh, got to do these first obviously. So I've got some of those, and I guess we'll just get some random resources. Levy barracks here, I guess, and veteran barracks maybe. Well, there's 10 guys in there. I could do both these, but now we'll do those. I'm half tempted to throw one of these in as well, just cost really. Sure. It'll be a bit rough, but right. We'll get the HP because that artifact thing doesn't work. It's bugged. It's not a 50-50 chance. You just can't get the reward. At least that's what I've seen, unless I've fixed it, but I don't trust it nowadays. Right, we're going to need more wheat. I'm liking having all these extra wheat fields and trees. It's very nice. There's the first one used up. Right. There we go. We're full up. We will, let's see. First, I'm going to increase the unit cap. We're going to pop down another tree there. Where shall we put the mines? We've got a block of 4 of them, so put the swordsman here, I guess, and we'll put all the mines. We'll need one more, so we'll just need to mine this out a bit. Now hunters do slow them down as well. So we take a bit of a hit there. We'll get more hunters. The swordsman's tempting as well, but we'll get the hunters. Right. And because of that damage to the castle, we got some extra gold from that. Right, these are going to need iron ore, which we now have a steady supply of, so we should be able to produce these pretty easily. We're also going to need some more wheat for that though. Hunters are a pretty good counter to that cavalry. They slow them and poison them, so here we get the first reroll for free here, so I'm gonna see if we can get a swords. Well, I'm gonna say yeah, see if we can get swordsmen, but no, we get more hunters. So we're doing a hunter run again. Enough said. Get the last swordsman here, yep. And we're gonna need a lot more wheat. We should probably stop selling it at this point. So I'm finding I need the wheat more than the gold. The next upgrade is going to be, we need a lot more gold for it, but we can definitely get that. Okay, they're getting absolutely shredded. We'll spawn some more peasants. We might have bit off more than we can chew here. Let's leave it till maybe like okay, we're probably ready to just Turn them into sheep. Well, that allowed us to kill some of them. Right. We probably bit off more than we can chew there. We'll grab some metal. Ooh. We can build this, and we can build this actually. They require a lot of wheat, they require a lot of wood. They require iron and wood. They just explode. These are riders. Plus 5% HP to champion troops for each worm rider on the battlefield. Plus 10 damage dealt by ranged troops for each druid on the battlefield. Ranged would affect our hunters. Our explosive cart. It blows up. We're gonna go badgers. And we're gonna grab a... Ooh. We'll get a gold mine, I think. We'll swap those around as well. Next wave, nice easy one. Trader, we have, let's see. Heal your castle each time you use a spell. Damage dealt by troops is increased by 20%. Increase the lifetime of all temporary units. This is fairly obvious what we're buying here, isn't it? Ooh, 2 militia camps. But we're after swordsmen, really. But I don't know. Yeah, they do count as warriors. And the more of them there are, the more HP they have. Interesting. We could go and get both of them, but I think we'll get plenty as we go. We'll get the metal. These aren't crazy good, so I'll leave those. Might grab a potter's farm. Yeah. Just so I've got some extra resources knocking about. And we'll clear this out. There we go. Enemies are here. That damage increase should be quite nice. Right. Levy barracks. Militia camps again. It's swordsman. There we go. The reroll got us something. Pretty good then. Right. We'll go for a gold mine. We're not desperate for farms just yet. We could make a proper gold mine here if we wanted to. I think we're fine. There's a crystal mine. We could put that next to the magic school. I think that's a pretty good idea. Spell, poisonous roots we'll go for, I think. Artifact, we can get a bunch of magic abilities. Or 10% resources back when we build things. Yeah, that's just generally speaking good. Prophecy card with some denarii, some more denarii there, and a levy barracks. I think we'll want the levy barracks sooner rather than later. And we've got some advanced production here, which is interesting. We'll take those. And we've got some basic production if we take this, which we will do. And with this, we'll take the troops. Because they're pretty good guys, those mushroom troopers. They're not like cheap, rubbishy troops. They're pretty good. This is nearly done. Down another gold mine. But honestly, I should probably wait for this gold mine to run out for the next one, because it costs us more to build each subsequent gold mine. Put a tile enchanter there and the crystal mine next to it. Because the magic school takes a long time to produce spells, so we'll improve that time. Right. What else shall we put down here? We put that winery down. We need grapes and more gold. Right. Then we'll put the grapes there, and then we'll put... Well, we'll get the gold now. We'll need a little bit more gold. There we go. A load of gold mines there now. That should be pretty good. We'll send some more troops out with these. Some frontliners to help. Because yeah, we probably just wasted those mushroom guys and all that. I'm not that fussed over these. What else have we got? More hunters. Lovely. And we've got plenty of gold mines at the moment. Maybe we'll take some more grape bushes for the winery so that when it runs out there's some spare. Right, swordsman barracks we can pop here, I guess. It's probably time for us to start looking at increasing the unit cap. Yep, absolutely shredded all of them. We can go carpentry in the hopes that we get a furniture store later. Right. The winery is coming along quite nicely. It looks like it's probably going to finish soon. We need more guys, right, put them in there. We'll send some of these out right now. We were not prepared for that. Right, this is going to be a problem. Though, right, well, we've run out of wheat. We can send out some troops. There we go. They're doing the job. Our health's getting a bit low though. We need to be more careful. We need to stop neglecting our troop production, which we have been doing a bit. Okay. Let's get all this wheat farmed, then we're going to make sure we've got the maximum amount of troops, especially with a boss coming in. We've got a bunch of swordsmen next, which is not a massively difficult wave to get through. Right. Okay, that's most of them dead. What have we got here? Heal your castle when a production building is depleted, can be used 5 times. Receive temporary crossbowmen at the start of each turn. That's actually a really good one. Let's get some troop training in the hopes that we get warrior training. Warrior. Perfect. Right, we need wheat. In fact, we could even buy some wheat with this. I also want to increase troop limits. Get some warriors out there, some hunters. Make sure we've got a spare wave worth of guys ready to send out. And we'll make it through it. Produce more guys, come on. We've got to half. Okay. Second wave, go. And we've just about got her. There we go. Not too bad. Increase unit limit. Increase all troop buildings unit capacity. Okay, both of those are incredible. This can be used to make assassins really good though, which I quite like. But just having more guys, this might be more beneficial to us on this run because we've got a lot of guys at the moment. But we can always just buy some more. Right, veteran barracks. Druids of the Bear. Plus 20% to damage dealt by riders. Geese. Warrior troops apply the weakness effect to an enemy with each attack if there are at least 5 goose riders on the battlefield. Ooh, how many geese can we get? I think we can get up to like... With that upgrade we just got, I think it goes up to 3, but I think you can upgrade the geese training thing to have extra capacity, so... We can reroll this to see if we get warrior, which we do. We'll go for the health boost and we'll get established production. We're gonna go... I'm tempted by gold mine, but I'm gonna go wheat field. And we're gonna go for the denarii, we're gonna go for then all these building upgrades. This will be fantastic. We'll go for the spellcasters last. We're gonna put the spellcasters with... There's some fire mages here. You know, we'll put those there, and we'll put these guys here, and then we're gonna go troop training with that. Is that just? Oh, it's 3 giants, not just 3 guys, right? Okay. Could put more giants with them, just a massive wave of giants. We'll put those a bit later on, so we've got time to ready up for it. So that's going to be a big wave. Right. We can receive a bunch of iron. Ooh! Receive an artifact, yes. The Hungering Maw. During every battle, your troops will flee from combat for 1.5 seconds. Okay. Bosses are damaged. Yeah, so we do 10% of damage to bosses. That's, yeah, for free. That's excellent. Okay, once again we need more wheat. The unending need for wheat continues. Which makes sense, all of our troops require it, so it's fair enough. We can put 3 more hunters things down. My god. Right, geese. We need grapes. And, yeah, I don't know if we can even get the grapes, because we put the grapes next to the winery. So it might be a while before we can actually get those. If we get a bunch of wood, we can just build the badger camp. So we might as well do that right now. Honestly, we're not using this much anymore. Where's that badger camp? There we go. Oh, and you get up to 4 of them. What's required? A lot of wood. Okay. We'll get our ton of wood and get some badgers out on the field. We'll buff up our guys. Our guys randomly flee from combat there. So that's going to just happen every so often, I guess. Right. It's not just when we're fighting them more, it'll just be whenever. I think we'll clear out these mines and we're going to put loads of hunters here. Right, what do we need for the hunters? Lots of wood. And a fair bit of food. Yeah, those lighting mages are no joke. Two building upgrades. Right. Yep, double their HP, absolutely. And make them cheaper. Yeah. The goose thing will be good, but we haven't even built that yet. Whereas we've got the badgers now, so... Right, okay. Hunters, we need a lot of wood. A lot of wood. Like a hell of a lot of wood. I missed that wave with all the giants. Damage dealt by swordsmen by 100%. Given how many we have, that's huge. We'll re-roll this, see if we can get warrior training. We get ranged, that's not bad. Advanced, it's got to be a forge. Okay. We have a fair bit of wood now. We can start. Where are they? Here they are. 1. We need more wheat. Right. 2. We can't make more troops than that. We genuinely we need a massive troop capacity increase. What do we need for that? Just tons of wood? Yeah. Tons of wood is our next objective. They've been a bit of an issue, these, but we're doing alright. Now let's make some more troops. Right. Send everyone out. I need a brick factory more than anything else. Summon temporary total and production buildings depleted. Every grunt gets 2% boost HP and 3% boost to damage for every other grunt unit. When a troop dies, place an explosive in their place. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculously good. I think we'll go for that. Waves like that one we just faced, that ability would just win us that wave. Like, one of our guys dies, blows them all up, and we win. Literally how it would play out. Right. We desperately need more troops. We desperately need more. So we've got such a high capacity for them. We could have so many more guys out on the field, which would massively increase that our odds of winning here. Because the more guys they have, the more damage you're dealing. Yeah, give me the wood. Prophecy. We can get double basic production here. Kingdom infrastructure, I guess, and then we'll face some of these. All the bandits for one established production. Give me two stone golems, will be fine. Fire mages and a giant. I think that's going to probably be the end of us if we tried that. I think we'll just leave it at that. Slightly easier for a bit. That will put this at the end. Start with an easier wave. We can get an artifact, but it's going to send 20 guys our way. I'm just going to get the lightning mages because they might last a while actually. When you think about it. I think I'm going to put a sawmill on this tile. We really need the wood at the moment because we need these upgrades. I'm going to need water for that. There's the forge if we want it. And there's all our troops on the battlefield. They will probably, yep, melt this. We could go for some iron, and yeah, obviously we need more wood, so we'll do that. Right, excellent stuff. Once again, we need more wheat. We're going to need more wheat soon. We're going to start running out at this rate. We do have a wheat field though, so we're good for a while. And we've got a potter's farm. So when these go, we'll replace them with those. And we can get an epic tile enchanter. Interesting. Provides you with troop stat upgrades. Yes. And we can get lightning mages. We can make iron bars, so we should do that. Right, we've got enough iron bars to make that. Right. Yeah, we're doing pretty well in terms of like units and stuff. We can definitely afford this. It won't be long until we get the broader gaze. Then we can really max it out. We'll put an iron mine on top of where this gold mine is. Now, lightning. Yeah, the Academy of Lightning. Let's see what... Ooh, okay, here we go. Spells, fissure, yep. And... slow zone or healing pool. Let's go with a slow zone and... oh, warrior upgrade. Fantastic. Our troops are getting quite beastly now. We're definitely doing a full-on warrior run here. I really want a brick factory next because we've let that health on our buildings get a little bit too low in the earlier parts of the level, and so I'm looking to try and fix that. Right. And what buildings we want? I think we're wanting the hero statue. Probably here, aren't we? It's going to cost a lot though to do. Look at all those lightning mages. Oof. Right. Indescribable figurine, so we can turn our troops into like Cthulhu monsters. Random resources at the start of each wave. Increase lifetime of temporary units by 3 times. Not bad, not bad. The wheat field. Do we have a carpentry? We do. So we don't need to buy that. If I see a furniture store, it might be worth grabbing. We'll just get this, and then we'll just save the rest. We might get a troop upgrade thing next time. Right. So we'll put that there, and then throw this down here. Right, and we're running out of some of our basic production things. Which means that soon we probably want to, yeah, because we're going to run out of trees in a second. Yes, great bushes here. So we'll probably want to put this research table down soon enough and get making some more production things. Right. That was a good start. We're melting him. Okay, it's going pretty good so far. We'll send out some more troops. Down to the last quarter of his health. We've got these crabs though walking about, and our units are distracted at the moment. That could be a problem. Right. Send out the next wave. Slow them down. And we'll hit them. Boom. Done. Legendary artifact. Legendary seal on 3 tiles. Increase your unit's bonus HP by 5 HP each time you use a spell. I'm not sure exactly how that would work out, so we're going to go for the legendary seals. Makes units invincible to damage, and it heals them for 5 seconds. Okay. Meat to create giants. Do I have a means of making meat? I do. I have a fisherman's hut. Or we can get hydras. Build cost is 3 though for that. They're champions. These are riders and arcane. Or there's a dragon hatchery, which we can't produce flowers, so... Probably either hydras or the giants. These count as riders, so... But there's champions as well. So, warriors ranged, rider champion. What about the bears here? Warrior and arcane. I guess we'll get hydras then, because it's riders and arcane, so it kind of matches other units, so we're more likely to get upgrades for both of them. We've got all of these buildings. Let's re-roll it. The furniture store. We have the entire production chain now. Gotta be warrior, obviously. Right, a veteran... Do we need a veteran barracks? I'm not going to go for this, because if those wall busters get through, we're screwed. Mechanical bat and a mechanical mammoth. Put them at the end, because I don't know what they are, but they sound scary. These waves are getting pretty crazy now, but I don't need more barracks, to be fair. I really don't. Whirlwind. This is new. A scout returns from surveying the land, panicked and raving. Beyond him, a tornado rages, flinging debris and, you think, Lord Gerald's horse. Good news, Your Majesty. I found a path to the river. However, that. He points to the chaos. Your court awaits your decision on which part of the city to evacuate first. So can get, tell your troops to save their families, get permanent morale, tell your servants to save the nobility, a fleeting pack of resources, do nothing, this is the divine will at work. We get tons of wood, but lose 8 morale permanently. That's basically 8% damage. We're going to go for this will basically give us 10% damage going forwards. You immediately order your soldiers to prioritise rescuing their own families, boosting morale tremendously, though discipline temporarily suffers as the troops rush off, shouting about relatives and beloved pets. They soon return, fiercely loyal and deeply grateful for your compassion. They also conveniently forget all their past complaints about wages. Lovely. Right. And Malefax. We faced him last time, but now, whenever we use a spell, the slot containing it becomes sealed for a period of time. Not that that will matter, because this is the final boss. Oh, mind you, I'm guessing that'll probably be in all the things leading up to the boss, won't it? Yeah. Right, okay. We might want to, like, get rid of these peasant huts, finally. Because they are kind of, you know, in the way. Possibly something to consider, that. Right, yeah, next time when all our peasants die next, we might replace these with some other stuff. Now the carpentry will require... We need a lot of clay for this. So we need a clay mine. Well, we have this potter's farm, that's something. So I guess we'll be using that for a while. I guess so. I guess we'll throw the research table here. Right. I've got these legendary seals. Like all these have got like seals on a crazy good now, I guess. Right. What can we get? We've got a lot of iron, but wouldn't hurt to have more, because yeah, we've turned a lot of it into bars, whereas the swordsman barracks wants ore, not bars, so that's something to keep in mind when we're running this. And if we get this fisherman's hut next, which will need a lot of water to do, but we can do it. Let's see. See if we can get a duplicate of something else, maybe. No. We could get the Academy of Fire, though. What will this do? Plus 5 damage dealt by arcane troops for each fire mage. 5 warrior flying. Damage dealt by champion troops for each bumblebee. That's actually pretty good. Or these their riders. The hive is their warriors, so that'll actually benefit from a lot of the bonuses we've put on to warriors, so we could definitely get that. Right, let's let that do its thing. There we go, and done. We're gonna need so much more wood. So that's the thing. Jesus Christ, the amount of mages there. Right. Crystal mine, gold mine, and a tree. It's gonna have to be a tree. And I guess a small wheat field. Right. Okay. We might need to do some organising here. 1,280 for more troops, which is, unless we get like several sawmills, it's not happening. Right. Let's focus on what troops we're... Oh, good lord. I'm glad we didn't go for anything else in addition to these, because they look pretty nasty. Though, we're kind of destroying them really easily. I guess a worshipper's sanctuary, and we can maybe get the black sheep barn at some point, but I'm kind of just not really fussed about what we get there now. We've maxed out our castle essentially. Right. Okay. Fisherman's hut. I think we destroy one of these and we place geese riders there. And then we're going to need more wood. And we'll put down maybe some hunters. And the Academy of Lightning somewhere. Maybe we'll get rid of these grapes. Three, two, one, gone. Right. Grapes there. You know, we can grab some clay if we want for a bit of cash. Can we get clay? We can get clay. Right. Clay, iron mine, what else have we got? Receive buildings, we don't need more buildings. Troop limit, that's a must. Increase damage dealt by all units on the battlefield by 10%. Ooh, that would have been pretty good to get as well, but we got troop capacity, which quite frankly we do need. Okay. Bit more. Probably don't want to go for the hive now because we've not got the grapes to supply it. So we're gonna go, I think, with Academy of Lightning here. Haven't got enough for the Hydra Pond, but we can certainly do. And I think we move that there. Okay, they're being absolutely destroyed. And we're just gonna coast to the next one. Snow Golem and Sand. Let's go with. Just give me some resources. Well, they're the same, except one gives you an elite. So I might as well go for the elite. Sand slugs and slimes for 100 denarii. Ooh. Okay, I tell you what, we'll swap this around a bit. I'll go for that denarii. The Omega Healer Wave. Sure. We'll do that. We've had the drought before. We will go for, honestly, I'm tempted to press food, but we'll go for furniture, because we can set up the furniture shop whenever we want now. I don't think we're going to be able to get the lightning mages set up, because we're going to need that wood to make sure we can still recruit hunters and things, and we're running a bit low, so we should be frugal with it. We'll set up the furniture store here, and that's going to start getting us denarii for back at base. If we can get some more, if we've got a trader coming up, it's going to be a while. We can remove this peasant hut at some point though. They're just not really viable anymore. They're too squishy and cost too much for what they are. We're doing alright here. Another Academy of Lightning, sure. I don't think we'll get them down. I don't think we'll be able to double up on them. We could reroll for in the hopes that we get warriors, which we do. Excellent, some more HP. Fantastic job. Okay. Train some geese riders. Oh, good lord. Well, we're out damaging them, that's good. Now the healers are all that's left. And we've got them. We desperately need wood. So yeah, if we can get wood, we'll take the wood. Let's see if we can get warriors. We end up with, yeah, we're probably gonna go arcane here, I guess. What do we need really? They want grapes. I guess we could do grape bushes. There goes the sawmill. Right. And yeah, this legendary research table thing. Nicely coming along, making us plenty of new things here. What else can we put down? Yeah, we'll get more grape bushes. We might be able to then replace these grape bushes with a beehive. I guess here we'll put carpentry. Ooh, they're starting to get through our front line here. Send out the next wave of troops. This is bad. This might be the end for us here. Keep sending whatever we can. Okay. Whew. Sweating a bit then. I guess higher morale from the Worshipper's Sanctuary. We're probably not going to get the Black Sheep Barn to get it set up, especially before the end, so it's probably not going to be that useful to us, but that will get making these warriors here. Oh yeah, this is sealed now, isn't it? Because we used the spell. Oh god, the fire mages. Right, what now? A 1-up right at the end? That's probably going to be very useful for us. Geese are cheaper to produce. And troop training. Yep. We'll see if we can get a spell as well before the end here. Right, there we go. Warriors? No. Probably should have just taken the ranged, but we'll take the riders. Get the geese trained up. Boom. There we go. All units fall in. Excellent, we've got a nice little army. Let's make sure we've got some wheat prepared just in case we have to produce more troops quickly. We can nearly get the hive built, and now we can. Here we go, big old demon monster. He already loses a little bit of HP from one of our artifacts taking effect. Right, we're gonna last stand these so it doesn't hit them and damage them for a little bit. And we're gonna make him drunk. Make him drunk, I guess. Start training some troops. We can even get some of these bees out. And they can barely move because hunters slow down movement and poison you, so ha! Right, send out the next wave of troops. We're going to need more wheat and more grapes to be able to get more troops ready. We'll increase our production. I'm going to see if I can just buy some things as well. Like, yeah, grapes, great, we can turn those into those bees. Right, that wheat field ran out. We've got a decent bit of wheat anyway now, so let's start recruiting. Why are we not getting any of these? Oh, wood, we've run out. That's bad. Let's start recruiting then some swordsmen, I guess. Send out the additional bees. There we go. I keep saying hunters are really good, and they really are. Militia, achieve victory on threat level 3. Lovely. Back to the kingdom. We even got some bonus denarii from that furniture shop. Which is why we've got so much. That, and you get more for each ascension level you complete, so... yeah, we're getting quite a lot now. At this point, if we go to prep, we can click that. Boom. Difficulty 4. Debris 1, enemies 1. All enemies have 30% more HP. Start with 150 gold debt, and the bosses have 1 more modifier. Or we can now do graveyard. So I think we'll be doing graveyard next. Upgrades wise, let's see. We could start moving along here. Though I wouldn't mind trying out a new hero. Well, not hero, a new king. To be fair. Well, this is the thing, is that I could do that, or I can, you know, get bonuses for troop damage and HP and things for them. That's an idea. But let's get a new king. Let's actually try playing as someone else for a change. Mix it up a little. Then we'll get some new advisors. And we're nicely moving along here. Let's look at our council then. So, Phoenix isn't that useful, and 5% production, it's not bad, but let's remove Automaton, and let's get Flunky and Golem. fact, we'll lower our max HP and we'll get jackers for the discount on resource and buildings at the trader. So basically now things are going to be cheaper to build, cheaper to buy, and we're going to get a little bit of extra money, which I think is pretty good. So we'll give that loadout a go, and we'll try a different king. How do I swap kings now? You have to this one here. So his king quests, with 50 morale you can get 2 hospital blueprints and the resources to build one. With 70 morale, when constructing the next 2 buildings, resources are returned. And with 90 morale, all units get 100 extra HP and deal 5% more damage for each fallen friendly unit until the end of the wave. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous, but you need a lot of morale. Heal 3 random damage units for 1000 HP. Aggro all enemies on units in a selected area. And Persuasion. Selected friendly units explode upon death. Damage scales according to how long the unit has been carrying a charge. Max 2 units per cast. So you put this bomb on them, and the longer they live for, the more damage they'll do when they explode. Okay, but we have to complete his challenges, which I believe are just going to be defeat a boss in a single run. Defeat bosses in a single run to unlock his abilities. So yeah, and it's the same with all of them. So each boss we beat in a row, just in a single run, will get us one of these abilities. That last one's pretty good. That first one's decent as well. That I'm not so certain. Right, oh, and challenges are disabled, but Royal Masteries can be completed, so we can still unlock these on this. And it's on easy mode with one less boss. It's going to be weird going back to an easier difficulty, but I'm guessing that the graveyard must be just an objectively more difficult area, given that you take all this time to unlock it. So we'll give that a go next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.